Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here from Waltz, and this morning we're going to be going over some of the new speakers that Sonos just released. And rather than, having a plan for this video, we're going to kind of just run through it. There's some really cool things in here, and I'm excited to show you. Starting off with the biggest news, in my opinion, is the Sonos Era 300, which is going to be a Dolby Atmos speaker for your Sonos system. Everybody, we've been using those Play ones. You know that they're not as big as you'd like, and that's exactly what this speaker is a much bigger version that can actually do true 7.1.4. Now, the Era 3 actually looks pretty weird at first thought, but it's kind of like a Play 5, and then obviously it has this interesting shape here, but it does come in black and white. And let's see what else it's got. We got some architecture, an acoustic and aesthetic masterpiece, which, by the way, I'm not going to pretend like I know what every single little thing is here, but I mean, it does look like an acoustic masterpiece. One thing I'm definitely noticing right off the bat is that it has multi-directional speakers pretty much everywhere, so you definitely have some heights. You can even see like this number 5 and the number 3. Those are probably going to be your left and rights. Rears, so that plus the 2, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on here, but it definitely is not just a one-directional speaker like the Play 5. Which, don't worry, you don't have to throw away your ones. You could still get these and then put your ones somewhere else. Personally, that's what I would do if I had the full surround system. Is I'd just say, hey, let's upgrade, let's make it better, and then be able to throw those ones, recycle them, put them in different rooms where you might have, considered getting a Sonos speaker, but you didn't really want to pay for it. So if we move on to home theater, let's see what they say about home theater. Surround sound is so real that it's so real. Wow. All right, so we get multi-channel sound, use home theaters, kind of already know that, ARC and Beam Gen 2. So if you have Beam Gen 2 or an ARC, this will work for that case scenario. Play bar, Beam Gen 1 will not. So important to kind of make that distinction early before you get your hopes up. 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos experience. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be peak Sonos surround system performance. It's actually funny because I remember I was talking to a customer like a week ago, and I was saying, hey, if you're going down the Sonos route, the great thing is you don't have to get the rears because you can just start with just a sound bar and a subwoofer and go from there. It's a build on kind of system. And I even mentioned, I was like, they might come out with a surround speaker before I even knew about this. So it's just funny, a week after having that conversation, here we have the full dedicated rear surround speakers. Now, I don't think they're going to look too bad, though. Although they're kind of oddly shaped, they look pretty nice on these speaker stands. Let's see what else they have for us. It's fine-tuned, Sonos soundbar. Well, yes, what we kind of expect from Sonos because they are such a big brand and they do such a great job with all of their other speakers. Sustainability, I'm guessing we're saving some planets with this box. Yep, there it is. The same kind of boxing that they've been using for the other lines as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much new here, but it does say there's a new UI. So we have touch and go, Bluetooth button for pairing a device, which is new. So I guess you can actually connect this like a Bluetooth speaker, which is kind of cool. Not really sure if it has like a battery of its own. I'm gonna guess no. So it's probably just like a Play 5, but without a battery. But it does say that it has speech bubble to turn off the microphone, which is nice. Oh, and it's actually going to be like hardware switch, sliding the switch, so it's not like a tap to mute. So that'll be good. But yeah, that's pretty much all on the Era 3 as far as what we know so far. We probably won't be getting any of these to consumers in at least a month since they just released them. But they did come out with an Era 100 as well. Looks like this is probably going to replace the 1 because I'm not seeing anything about surround sound, Dolby Atmos surround sound, which it does look a little bit bigger, maybe not as bulky, but a little bit taller. I'll have to see how. I'm sure it'll sound a little bit better too, but what I'm guessing here is that they kind of want you to go for so if you already have the ones that do surround, they probably want you to step up to the real surround speakers to get the full Dolby Atmos and and kind of reserve the 100s, the new ones for, your just the basic use if you're not using them in surround. So just putting them in the corner of your different rooms, and not really having that ability. So if you already have ones as surround, keep them. Don't get rid of them, because it looks like these are not going to have the surround, and it looks like these are also going to have the Wi-Fi streams like Spotify Connect, and then Bluetooth as well, which is pretty cool. So glad to see they're adding that into their home line as well, because you never know when someone might just want to connect to your speaker and play their own music. Actually, take back everything I just said. It does say that it can do rear surround, but if I have to guess, it's going to be the 5.1, just the normal, so it still can do it. However, that's not really the focus with these ones. So if you want to do surround with like a smaller system, it would work. In this picture, they have the Sub Mini with the Beam Gen 2 and then the two 100s. So I'm guessing that's kind of pretty standard. If you're getting an ARC, you might want to upgrade and get the new 300s, because those look pretty cool. But yeah, so it looks like it does do surround, but it's not going to be your 7.1.4 that you get with the Era 300. Now that's the dealer version. So let's jump over to Sonos's website and just see kind of what they're saying on their website. So we have the 300. Looks like it's going to be coming in at $449, so $450, which is actually pretty good considering that this is going to be a lot better than the ones. Not as quite as good as the 5s, but pretty good. And then you're also getting all that extra surround. Looks like it does have TruePlay, AirPlay 2, humidity resistance, which is great. Just love humidity resistance. Spatial audio, which is cool. So that's that Dolby Atmos stuff we were talking about. And I think they have these in the AirPods. But yeah, I mean, they got some cool look to them, and I think white or black will look fine in your house. Oh, here we go. We can get a little bit slow-mo breakdown. So yeah, so how many speakers do we have here? We got 1 tweeter, 2, 3, woofer, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? I don't know. There's a lot though. Spotify Connect, that's my favorite right there. So it does have some of the other stuff that you can do directly. You don't have to go through Sonos app, which is nice if you want to just, connect to one speaker or go quickly. Easy setup, which is expected. You always know that the Sonos has pretty easy setup considering the technology that it possesses. It's pretty simple to do the same kind of stuff. It's really complicated, so Sonos has made it really easy for the consumer. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking here. I'm trying to find. So here's the new privacy tap. So you could tap, or you could flip that green switch. That would be pretty nice to have that physical switch. But I don't really care about the packaging too much. Elevate with accessories. So this is, how are you gonna mount this? Do you have to buy special stands, or is it gonna be able to go on like a universal speaker stand? Sonos Era. So it looks like they have their own brand stands, the Era 100 stand. If you're gonna be doing the 100s, which are pretty sleek. They don't look bad. And the Era 300, so $149. So not bad. It's actually not that bad. You can do them in black or white. Looks very like it wouldn't hold it though. Like, look at how thin that top is. Let's see if they have another picture. Oh, I guess it does. Maybe it's a special mount. We'll have to see when we actually get our hands on them. So if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, so that way you don't miss when we actually get them. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm really excited overall for this new launch by Sonos, because the main thing here is 7.1.4, so true Dolby Atmos, which we haven't really been getting. We've been getting a diluted version, which is, don't get me wrong, way better than standard stereo and what you're going to hear out of most sound bars and whatnot. But having that extra oomph and all those extra speakers on the Era 300, I think is really going to help elevate that surround experience, especially for the people who want really good surround sound and willing to pay for it, and have just not been able to get it fully out of Sonos. And I think Sonos is a great brand. Obviously, we've been selling them since they were even popular. And I think that they've honestly listened to the people, because I'm sure a lot of people really wanted this, and it's nice to see that they're still releasing new speakers, although they're still trying to keep their line relatively simple for most people to figure out, because you don't want to have 30,000 speakers to choose from and all that fun stuff. So overall, I'm super excited, but let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And hey, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is a product that you're interested in, make sure to email me at youtube@waltz so I can get you a special YouTube discount. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one.